Have you ever felt like you've been here before? Not just in a place, but in this life? Many of us have experienced moments of déjà vu or unexplained familiarity with people, places, or skills we've never encountered in this lifetime. These experiences aren't just coincidences or tricks of the mind. They could be signs that you've lived before. The concept of past lives or reincarnation has been a part of many cultures and spiritual beliefs for thousands of years. It's the idea that our souls experience multiple lifetimes, each time learning and growing. While science may not have concrete proof of reincarnation, many people around the world have experiences that suggest their souls have indeed lived before. Today, we're going to explore 9 signs that you might have lived before. These aren't just random feelings or hunches, but real, tangible experiences that many people report. As we go through these signs, you might find yourself nodding along, recognizing these experiences in your own life. First up, let's talk about unexplained fears or phobias. Do you have a fear that doesn't make sense? Maybe you're terrified of water even though you've never had a bad experience with it. Or perhaps the thought of heights makes you break out in a cold sweat, even though you've never fallen from a high place. These unexplained fears or phobias could be echoes from a past life. In past life theory, it's believed that traumatic experiences from previous lives can carry over into our current life. If you died by drowning in a past life, for example, you might have an irrational fear of water in this one. Next, let's consider recurring dreams or nightmares. Have you ever had a dream that feels so real, so vivid, that it stays with you long after you wake up? Maybe you dream of being in a specific place or time period that you've never experienced in this life. These recurring dreams could be glimpses into your past lives, your subconscious mind replaying memories from long ago. Another intriguing sign is inexplicable skills or knowledge. Have you ever picked up a new skill with surprising ease, as if you were remembering rather than learning? Maybe you have an uncanny knack for a particular language, or an inexplicable understanding of ancient history. These could be talents or knowledge carried over from past lives. Speaking of languages, let's talk about xenoglossy. This is a phenomenon where a person can suddenly speak or understand a language they've never learned in this life. While it's rare and often met with skepticism, some believe it's a clear sign of past life experiences. Do you feel an intense attraction to certain cultures or time periods? Maybe you've always been fascinated by ancient Egypt, or feel an inexplicable connection to Victorian England. This could be more than just a passing interest. It might be a sign that you've lived in these times or places before. Déjà vu experiences are another common sign of past lives. We've all had that eerie feeling of having been somewhere or experienced something before, even when we know it's impossible. While science offers some explanations for déjà vu, many believe these experiences are actually memories from past lives bubbling up to the surface. Have you ever noticed unexplained physical marks or sensations? Some people believe that birthmarks or chronic pains in specific areas of the body could be related to injuries or traumas from past lives. While this idea isn't scientifically proven, it's an interesting concept to consider. Another sign to look out for is intense connections with certain individuals. Have you ever met someone and felt an immediate, inexplicable bond? Or perhaps you've encountered someone who makes you feel uncomfortable for no apparent reason. These strong reactions could be due to relationships from past lives, whether positive or negative. Lastly, do you sometimes feel like you don't belong? Many people who believe in past lives report feeling out of place in their current time or culture. This sense of not fitting in could be because your soul remembers other times or places where it felt more at home. Now, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds a bit far-fetched, and I get it. The idea of past lives challenges our conventional understanding of life and death. But here's the thing. Whether or not you believe in reincarnation, exploring these experiences can lead to fascinating insights about yourself and your place in the world. Think about it. Even if these signs aren't proof of past lives, they tell us something about who we are and how we perceive the world. That inexplicable fear of water? Maybe it's not from drowning in a past life, but it could point to a deep-seated anxiety that you haven't addressed. That recurring dream. It might not be a memory from another time, but it could be your subconscious trying to tell you something important. The key is to approach these experiences with an open mind. Don't dismiss them outright, but don't accept them blindly either. Use them as a starting point for self-exploration and personal growth. If you feel a strong connection to a particular culture, why not learn more about it? If you have an unexplained fear, consider working through it with a therapist. These experiences, whether they're echoes of past lives or not, can be valuable tools for understanding ourselves better. And let's not forget the impact this perspective can have on how we treat others. If we consider the possibility that everyone around us has lived multiple lives, it can foster a sense of empathy and understanding. That person who rubs you the wrong way for no apparent reason. Maybe you had a conflict in a past life. Instead of reacting negatively, you could see it as an opportunity to resolve old karma and create a positive relationship in this life. The concept of past lives also encourages us to think about our actions and their long-term consequences. If we believe that our souls continue from one life to the next, it motivates us to live in a way that creates positive karma. It's a perspective that can lead to more mindful, compassionate living. Of course, it's important to maintain a balance. While exploring the possibility of past lives can be fascinating and potentially enlightening, we shouldn't let it overshadow our present life. The here and now is where we have the power to make choices and create change. Use the insights from your past life explorations to enrich your current life, not to escape from it. So, what do you think? Have you experienced any of these signs? Do you believe you might have lived before? Whether you're a firm believer in reincarnation or a skeptic, I encourage you to keep an open mind. Pay attention to your dreams, your inexplicable fears or talents, your strong connections or aversions to people and places. You might be surprised at what you discover about yourself. Remember, the journey of self-discovery is ongoing. Whether our souls have lived many lives or just this one, each day brings new opportunities for growth and understanding. So keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep growing. That's it for this video. If you found it interesting, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Have you ever felt like you've lived before? I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep an open mind and keep exploring the mysteries of life. Thanks for watching.